Why do you think the SEC is inclined towards not labeling Ethereum as a security? The SEC filed lawsuits against Binance and Coinbase and declared war on 19 cryptocurrencies by wanting to classify them as securities. Amidst this regulatory crackdown, Ethereum seems to have stayed unscathed. On a Congress hearing, Gary Gensler refused to answer point-blank in regard to whether he thought Ethereum is a security. The exposed documents from William Hinman, a director of corporation finance at the SEC, which were published during the SEC versus Ripple court case, also revealed that he declared Ethereum isn't a security. So it seems like the SEC will categorize BTC and ETH differently from other cryptocurrencies as of now. This is strange because Ethereum has similar origins as some of these 19 tokens. Solana and Cardano are based on the same proof-of-stake mechanism. Polygon's Matic is an Ether scaling token, while AXS and Sand are play-to-earn tokens built on Ethereum during the ICO boom. My question: do you think it's really because ETH is sufficiently decentralized, or it is more a case of the clout Vitalik Buterin enjoys in the crypto space and by extension, the broad base of support he gets from developers working on all kinds of Ethereum smart contracts and decentralized applications? Ask JP Morgan, smiley face. Why would anyone seek logic behind the SEC's actions? They are literally the stupidest fucks that have ever been given power, thoughtful face. Hinman emails will help paint a picture as to why ETH got a pass. Because they should have done it so long ago that doing it now would make it screamingly obvious that they're not doing their job. Maybe JP Morgan don't want this. Probably because lobbyist and his buddies have a stake in ETH. The regulations aren't clear enough to handle the nuanced differences in the digital asset space. The SEC is forced to make decisions based on ancient laws because regulators are clueless, inactive about updating the rules. So the SEC won't let me be me. Collusion and donations. Why do you think the SEC is inclined towards not labeling Ethereum as a security? Because I hold 0.8 ETH and they don't dare, otherwise Gary will be losing his balls. Maybe they cannot find any justification. Maybe because of Prometheum and BlackRock, or maybe because who the FSK knows what will do or not do next. Funny how Ethereum Max was listed. The most irrelevant shitcoin ever. Barely had one good run. Because it is not. If it would be too clear for Gary, he wouldn't miss this chance, and CFTC has classified virtual currencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum as commodities. I don't think even the SEC knows why half of the SEC's actions are done. Lot of hedge fund money and interests in it. Ethereum is decentralized is the biggest fucking lie that the most people have swallowed in this space. Because that would tank ETH. And they all have bought ETH a little too much. No wonder they tried killing ETH's competition like ADA and Sol. Because they have friends who have a large stake in Ethereum's infrastructure, smiley face. ETH is sufficiently decentralized. It's absolutely this. And a lot of projects mentioned above are completely dependent on L1 of ETH to have any function at all. I doubt Vitalik has that much clout outside of crypto enthusiasts to affect if chain will be classified security or not. They test the waters with smaller projects and only if they are successful go after ETH. Powerful shit own ETH, that is all. Because there needs to be more than one crypto BTC for there to be a market, hence why ETH will survive. I think they eventually will, but they need to go slow right now or risk tanking a growing industry. Makes no sense. For the SEC to list other POS coins and not ETH for some reason is very confusing. ETH isn't even very decentralized. Many named in the suit have much higher Nakamoto efficient than ETH. Because it is not. When you own it, you aren't going to shoot yourself in the foot. How is ETH a security? Not like you can stake it. ETH is 100 a security. Premind has an issuer. That's the definition of security. It behaves like a commodity. The network functions on its own. It's truly decentralized. ETH is used to pay fees as if it was gold. Validators get paid in ETH. ETH gets burned on every transaction, like oil. ETH is the most commodity-like digital asset on the planet, even more so than Bitcoin because of the burning mechanism. Gary would piss off a lot of his billionaire buddies who hold ETH bags. You do not piss off the hands that feed you and fills your pockets. Fat cats are invested in staking ETH. They own some. Because their bosses told them so. Polkadot is software. Polkadot and Ethereum are the only major proof-of-stake cryptocurrencies not labeled as securities by the SEC. Maybe some politics is at play as well, given how Vitalik, Gavin, and Charles were all co-founders of ETH. The difference being is it's very much decentralized. Oh, and I imagine the big wigs at SEC have BTC ETH bags. I mean, you can slag off crypto all you want, but if you have money you're an idiot if you aren't diversified into everything. I know plenty of people who work in the banking finance sector who will tell you that crypto is just a scam and utterly useless, but have bags of the stuff in hardware wallets. You will find most of them only really dipped their toes in and will have about 10 or less of their capital worth in crypto opposed to the exposure they have in stocks commodities. ETH isn't centralized and run like a company. I think they rolled dice or something. They don't know what they're doing. Joke aside, some rich friend came by and said, "Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that me and my company are balls deep in ETH and you guys know where your money comes from." Because they have massive bags in ETH most likely. Obviously biased decision. You can't pick up winners and losers. Because they got bought out. Because Gensler holds a massive ETH bag. Simply because their employees own ETH. That's all. SEC does not want to label ETH as security because it is not secure. Money. It doesn't make sense to me. Either they have skin in the game, or it was an error, in my opinion. The people in charge over there have fat ETH bags. Probably because Ethereum's market cap is bigger than all the other alts put together. They probably will at some point. Nothing is clear yet, so it doesn't mean they are not going to be targeted. These are all assumptions anyway. Too much big money is invested in ETH. Vitalik giving them bribes money. Crest FUD, fill their own pockets and the pockets of the people benefiting from the ambiguity, drag my portfolio through the depths of hell for Satan to shit on. They all got in on the ground floor. Personally, I think Gary Gensler and some of the other goons at the SEC have a financial stake in ETH. However, they can't give up why it's not a security because that would make their case fall apart. If people learned what parameters they used for ETH, then they'll not only lose the Ripple case, but they won't be able to go after other cryptocurrencies. That would also give other cryptocurrency projects a chance to update their blockchain to match. The only to this is because they're in motion in gathering a case for ETH. Who knows? I'm guessing a few staffers have heavy bags of ETH bought at ETH like the best regarded degenerates they are. I think the SEC chair position is massively overpowered. The silver lining is that it's also an appointed position, and for the US, those change out with every administration and rules can be changed. Because big financial market makers want ETH to succeed. Once sharding is completed and gas prices plummet, and other upgrades are done, it will be the perfect network for finance. ETH will eclipse BTC, mark my words. It wants jurisdiction. It's probably not an easy victory, so they're just hesitant. Politicians love to waste money and go in blind, but prosecutors actually don't. Even Gary said, in my view ETH is a security, implying it's not unanimous among his peers. I think because it is the second largest crypto, the SEC is hesitant to label it a security. Because that's what they've been instructed to do. G-Man holds a big bag.